America. Just how big a role do you think, and why is it necessary?
Меня пугает, что вы говорите
Well, I'm
начинает
scared by
играть
the fact you're saying Russia is beginning to play a role in Latin America, especially you coming from Cuba.
Прошу прощения.
I'm sorry. Cuba received a lot. It received a classical lesson in sovereignty, not a lesson not only for Cuba, but for the whole world. But they withstood. They stood for justice, and they came out strong. I just like to mention why, out of the entire socialist bloc, Cuba was one of the few countries to persist, well, despite the American blockade. They had never given up God, and socialism in Cuba was going forward, but at the same time, there were no attempts, at least. I haven't heard of any attempts to give up religion or to ban religion. They didn't go against God, they didn't speak against God. That was never the case, and I think that helped Cuba retain what they held sacred. I think there's no new role for Russia in Latin America. Russia has always been there 100 years ago in 20th century, and now it's been there in different capacities, but it's always been there, retaining one important characteristic. We have always been there with peace. Peace, friendship, cooperation, mutual help. We never tried to overturn regimes there just because we didn't like them. We always supported their fight for sovereignty. We always supported the native ethnicities' fight for freedom. We always helped them with education, with technology, science, and so on. Indeed, the 1990s were the time we couldn't pay as much attention to international issues. We concentrated on our own problems and issues, and now we come back there with new propositions, with new ideas.